So I think we've all used self-help in the past at some point in our lives. I have a few times, and I would like to make this video to tell you not to do that shit. That might sound strange, especially considering I used it myself. Those bugs. It's like some big ass. Is it a dragonfly? What the fuck? I think they're dragonflies outside my room. Damn, they're big. Anyway, I used self help in the past, and it helps like a little bit, but I think overall it's not very good for you. Um, I know again, like that might sound strange, but I got a point that I'm trying to make, and I will make it to the best of my ability. So here we go. Um, I feel like self help is a very like vague and shallow thing. It's kind of like cheap therapy, you know. It will give you like basic answers and um, vague ideas that might help you a little bit, but for the most part, it's not going to really deal with your major issues. So, like for example, a lot of these self-help gurus will talk about women and how some guys, or just how to get women, or some guys' trauma dealing with women, and a lot of the ideas that these guys push forward generally tend to be to isolate yourself or to not put up with women. And while it's good not to deal with, or sorry, well, it's good to be able to reflect upon yourself and figure out your own issues. They tend to use women as like an umbrella term for all women and not just a few toxic women who do fuck up your life, right? They'll use all women, umbrella it, and thus put forward a mentally deteriorating idea towards you to sell courses, which is generally what self-help gurus do, or really what everyone on the internet does. It doesn't just have to be self-help gurus. There are plenty of musicians who sell courses, finance bros, tech bros, you name it. Hell, I might sell a course with how easy it is. I won't sell you a course, but you know, a lot of people do, and I think that that's generally what these self-help gurus tend to do. Is they tend to try and lure you in with basic ideas and shallow opinions in order to make money off of you. Now, I know I mentioned that I use self-help a little bit, but it's not like I was like really into self-help. I maybe subscribed to like one or two people at a point in time, and I don't really tend to watch self-help videos anymore. I kind of look at it like pseudoscience. You know, it's not very practical. It's not very effective, and it tends to be made by people who usually have been hurt in the past, who tend to use their pain as a way to make money off of your pain. It's basically just hurt people leading hurt people, the blind leading the blind, which is unfortunate, but that tends to be how it goes. Now, it's important to get help, and we certainly do need it at times, but it's important to discern when you need help and who to get help from. Sometimes we tend to get help in the wrong places, and the people that we think are trying to help us are really trying to hurt us. And it's not just people. Remember, like back in the day, they used to use liquor to try and deal with their issues. People are terrible. People will try and fuck you up for whatever monetary gain they can. And people on the internet are the worst. Influencers suck. All right, you should never listen to an influencer. And influencers are basically just whoever is willing to make the most money off of you. Right? Self-help gurus definitely fall into that category. So you should tend to try and avoid them as much as possible. Basically, if they're trying to sell you anything, don't believe a damn word they say. I do think that there are times when you can use the self-help, but understand that it's like a band-aid over an open wound. It might help you for a little while, but it's not going to solve your problems in the end. Um, if you really do need help, I think the best thing you can do is like step back, look at the big picture, and try and just do what you can. There's this little video clip from the Boondocks where Huey asked Granddad what you could do if there's nothing you can do, you can't do nothing about it, and he tells us to just do what you can, just do whatever you can do. And I think that's like the best advice that you could give to someone is to just do whatever it is that you can do and just keep pushing. And I think that's really the only advice you ever really need in those kinds of situations. To just do what you can. Of course, I'm not a self-help guru, so that's not definitive, but that's like the first step, I guess. Um, Final thoughts, because I don't want to keep harping on this. Don't listen to self-help gurus. They're all scammers, and everyone's trying to make a buck off you. The best way to help yourself is just, do whatever it is that you can do to alleviate the situation, and get help from people that you trust, that will support you, and eventually things will turn out fine somehow. Maybe not the same, but you'll make it through. That's basically all I have to say. See ya.